whilst it's almost certain that for the surveyor the job will have already been entered, I'm going to show you how to put the couple of items in because it's just so easy. We're going to start a project. We're going to put some customer names in, or a customer name in, which is very simple. And there's mine already in there. We can book a survey date if we want to at 9 o'clock, and we can save and close. So that's the first customer details put in very simply. There's no items in the basket at the moment, so we'll go straight to Windows and we'll choose a very simple style. These are the carcass designs. So if we choose W6, it then gives us the common variations within that carcass, although you can add dummy sashes, extra sashes, and so on. We'll choose this one, it's nice and simple. And we won't bother putting the sails width and height in, but you can if you want. So we'll go straight on and we'll choose the color of golden oak on white. We'll choose next and we'll add that to the basket. There is a price showing here on the right hand side, and obviously if you have the pricing side, which needs quite a bit of setting up depending on how complex your pricing system is, then if you haven't got that set up, it's best that we leave the price completely hidden. So that's an option. We'll add that window to the basket, and now we'll do another item, and I'll keep it simple again. I'll do the same thing, but this time I'll choose this design and that common design. You see how simple it is? And there we've got our two windows in at the basket. So that's a sales job, or that's the entry of the various items. Now what we're going to do is to close that and change it from sales to survey. So once we've done that, as soon as we look at these items, you'll see that instead of just the sales width and height being asked, we've got a complete new screen that asks us bits of information. This screen changes depending on what the type of installation is. So you've got cavity, face brick, rendered, box sash, and so on. But we stick with face brick for simplicity. And on that first window, I'm going to go around the house and we're going to measure obviously either from the outside or the inside all in one go. So if I put 1200 there, and I'm also going to put floor to sill, I'll show you why in a minute. And then we're going to put, say, 1030 on the top window. And away we go. That's measuring just the outside sizes. If there are any add-ons you want to put them in, you can. If you want to put sill horns, you can. But we'll keep it nice and simple and we'll apply that. So that window's now in with its survey sizes, and obviously we can do the same with the second window. So you're going to go around the whole property measuring on the inside or the outside. So now we're going to come back and start again as we're measuring from the other side. So this window here, I'm now going to put in, say, 1170 on the inner sizes. And on this one over here, I'm going to put 1620. Now that should really be about 1260, and this should have been about 1300. I'm exacerbating some errors here. And we'll now also, once we've gone all the way around, perhaps we'll apply that. We've got three issues on that window. Let's have a look what they are. It says we haven't put the ordering width in, we haven't put what height we're going to order, and we haven't checked the diagonal. Fair enough. So we'll go back in and we're going to put the ordering width and height. So this will be once you've surveyed all the items. So that first window we're going to look at outside 1200, inside 1170. I think we'll put that in at 1190. So 1190 is fine. When you look at the ordering height, sorry, I beg your pardon, that was the ordering width, wasn't it? Ordering width will be, let's say, 1200, or I'm going to put 1190. And the ordering height will make that 1190 as well. Let's see what happens. We've got some completely different sizes over there. So when we apply that, it says that the external width is not within 10 mil of what we're going to order. So you can see this error here, where we had 1030 and 1620. You can see there's a 600 mil difference. Now the problem is most likely that instead of 1620, it should have been 1260. And maybe that outside size should have been 1280. And maybe the ordering width then would have been something like 1270. So that's where it's going to pick up that you've made a mistake on the dimensions. We can also put a plaster line dimension in here if you want. So it could be 10 mil left and 10 mil right. if you want to, but that's entirely up to you. Once we apply that, hopefully we won't get an issue. We got one issue which just tells us that the diagonal is not measured, but that's fine. The other thing I showed you was the floor to sill. It was a bit low, and if we double click on that window, you'll see that it's automatically put toughened glass in the areas where you'd need it for being close to the ground. Okay, so we've fixed that issue. Now then, next stage is, so see, trying to find this next stage. Right, okay. We'll close that because it's all happy with the system. And we're going to go to some survey questions now. And, oh, by the way, no, let's just stop and go close that, go back to the products and just show you very quickly that if you want to add a bay window, you've got 3, 4, 5, and so on bays. You've got all the various shapes of bays and so on. I'll just be very quick with this. We'll go on to next, and you'll see the various dimensions and angles. So it'll check your bays for you. I'm going to keep it simple and just leave that out for now because I'm not absolutely proficient to know what I'm doing. So I'm going to cancel that item. So we've done that. We've looked at bays. Now let's look at what we can get out. So we've got some survey questions, and we can force these, force a surveyor to answer. If he leaves it like that, he could just save and close. But the minute he starts answering some questions about restricted access and stuff like that, you're going to get quite a few questions regarding the job. For example, glass. Are we going to remove the sashes? Do we have to remove it externally? Don't quite understand why you've got internally over there. And once we've done that, we can carry on and save the job. But the reports are great. I'm going to keep that fairly simple. But if I do a report, a survey report, I think it's this one, it's going to list absolutely everything here. I think this has got to be simplified a little bit, but it's going to list all the things. There's the window with its toughened glass and so on. And there's the second window. So this is quite a good report to confirm with the customer what they're going to get. Once they're happy with it, customer can sign it. I'll be signing on a mouse, but if it was a touch screen, it's a lot easier. And when they've signed it, I believe that on the simple survey, which we'll show you this time, hopefully we'll have underneath all this lot, which does need to be simplified, you should have the 2 items and no signature. It should have a signature there. Let's just try signing this one. So we'll sign that one. Okay. Now we'll drop down. Let's have a look. All the way down. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so now I've added that signature on that particular report. It's there. It might be actually worth looking at the other report to see whether that's got the original signature on, because I did sign it. There's the 2 windows. Not at the moment. Okay. And that's it. So you've got the, you're confirming with the customer exactly what they're having. And you've got all these things that will tell your guys, the fitters, problems with parking or access and so on. And that is it. So enjoy and do give me a call, 07775 433 122, or email me gbhayhurst, that is HAYHURST, @btconnect.com. Thank you for watching.